serem. Kalau dia ini pengaturan Moskow pilih terus 300. Halo. Ini game ya, how to play, what's that? Okay. Guestbook, Rest, Sherlock Holmes, Imagination, EF, R, third person. Kayak kemarin muncul perasaan. Switch character, help, run or walk. Okay, perform action, select action, open deduction space. Harus diapa? Bisa diubah nggak sih? Kalau aku mau ngubah, jangan di udahlah. Semoga tidak ada seram-seramnya ya. Tapi muncul. Apa nih bahasa Rusia? Tadi dulu. Ini lagunya. Lagunya bahaya. Bukan jaga kali, ngeliatin Epun main rocks. Keseharian Epun sekarang hanya pada rocks. Right? Ngerinya copyright. Apa tuh? Who are you?
Holmes.
Oh itu Holmes. Oh itu Sherlock. Sama tembak baik dah.
Holmes, will you stop that?
Hey Holmes. Ada beruang. Bisa lihat bawah, halo beruang. Halo. Suara voice-nya kekecilan.
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
Yes, of course it is. And you almost killed me.
Nonsense. I was aiming for the
For the
vases.
best.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet please. I'm trying to concentrate.
Coffin step, clicking and scarf, polishment or rantai. Inspector Lestrade.
Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. A gentleman by the name of Peter Carey, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
What happened here?
Oh, Mr. Holmes, how could you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a
Selamat
vase
kerjain
collection this morning.
tugas.
I couldn't think of a better use for it.
You're out of your mind.
I missed 4 out of 10.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
Am I the only sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black
Peter.
Peter Carey, born in 1845 and 50
50
years
years
old.
old.
An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his money in
1884.
a property called
Berarti 2
Woodman's
tahun
Lee,
sebelum Jack
near
Reacher.
Forest Row in Sussex.
Iya
It
nggak
was
sih?
where he lived for 6 years and where he was found dead yesterday.
Harus
Has
apalin
the
ini sumpah.
investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take your time and join me
Ada
there.
tutorialnya kan ya,
I have to
semoga
go
ya.
through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
Semoga
What have
bunuh-membunuh
they
ini
done
ada
this time?
tutorialnya.
They robbed a powder
Oke deh ya,
reserve.
hati-hati.
I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
I shall go alone then.
Sebentar, option, audio, voice. Ambience-nya biar suara angin itu kerasa. Musik enggak. Oke, tap to. Oh, start. Kenceng amat. Case. Oh, nih. Text. Investigation murder Peter Carey. Inspect the crime scene with the. Okay. Suite we're using personal wardrobe. Lahir 1845. Umur 50. Okay.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Taruh nih sensitivity-nya. Teleskop. Iya,
I
udah
cannot
dulu.
leave yet. I am not finished here.
Oh, belum finish di sini. Berarti harus ada di ini. Hah? Oh, ini. Wah, tepat. Apa cara?
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Oh, anda madam. Yang dilihatin begitu. Oke, cari dulu sesuatu.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Oke.
Oh, what a mess! What a
Mr.
terrible
Hudson.
mess!
My archive. I can always consult. My archive. I can always consult.
Wikipedia. Cara tak kapan jadi terus. Belum tak.
You go along to Peter Carey's house.
Kita lihat
Mrs.
nanti
Hudson
aja.
and I will take care of them.
Kadang labil. Oh, ini pintu. Oke, bisa keluar.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Harus ngapain?
You go along to Peter Carey's house. Mrs. Hudson and I will take care of the mess you've made here.
Tidak bisa dilihat. Iya kan investigate that. How to investigate? Cara kesononya gimana? Cara keluar gimana?
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Iya cara
Oh, what a mess! What a terrible mess!
harus apain? Ini harus ngapain?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work. My analysis table. It is
Harus ngapain? Ini harus ngapain? Langsung bingung di awal.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Ya, harus ganti baju juga di sini. Ada pintu lagi. Ini kamarnya Watson kah? Nggak ada apa-apa yang bisa diambil. Kamar ini tuh. Dulu. Ini dia. Apa make up? Bisa make up dong. Oh, ini mah pakai kok dikunci. Kan lebih rapi. Wardrobe, make up. Oh, ini kamarnya si Holmes.
This is where I keep my post.
Kita pergi. Nah. Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
Ini game gak ada seramnya kan? Tidak ada setan-setanan.
It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Stone. Okay. Footprint. Kaki siapa ini kira-kira?
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Kakinya gede katanya. Ada bisa deteksi lagi kan?
These footprints appear to be quite large. It seems that the garden was well maintained.
Tadi pencet apa sih? R kan? Persentif di F. F itu orang ya. Ntar ya, cari sesuatu dulu bisa dilihat. Tidak bisa. Selain jejak kaki, tidak lagi yang bisa dilihat. Belakang kebun nggak ada, berarti masuk dalam.
Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes? Mr. Holmes?
Jadi Conan kan detektif. Cara masuknya gimana? Ngomong sama dia kah? Perhaps I could. Kita apa sih? Rasa kayak bede-bede. Bisa ke sini.
Mr. Holmes?
Conan Sherlock Holmes, aduh. Tar, kok suara lu
Mr. Holmes?
sama yang di depan sono sama? Oke,
Inspector
tanya-tanya
Lestrade,
dulu.
when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around
Okay.
7 o'clock, I noticed the cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it. At around 10 o'clock, I dared to glance in through the door and... oh dear.
Madam,
lakuin?
can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning, I heard a terrible scream.
Oh, ada
I
teriakan.
thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Oh, anaknya mabukan.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening. He was in such a terrible temper. Usually whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Pada
Was
datang.
your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life
Anaknya
here
no laptop.
after his retirement.
The garden is very large and well maintained. Do you employ someone to look after it?
Ternyata bapaknya no lab.
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Thank you, madam. Matanya gitu bang. Oh, ini bisa dicek semuanya. Ya. Apa yang bisa diklik sini? Kalung. Oh. Apa satu lagi?
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Yes, life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different,
Dia
wasn't
orang
he,
yang taat agama
when you
lagi.
first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
How do you know about that? Keep together. Salah semua. Select correct answer. Sorry.
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
Burden apa sih Burden?
Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your
Oh,
return
play
from Plymouth?
Plymouth apa Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
Pilgrim ini apa? Oh, itu pilgrimnya nih.
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral
Pilgrimage
of
apa?
Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand. The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
Extraordinary.
Thank you, madam.
Kasih, madam. Kayaknya ada orang lain sih.
Mr. Holmes?
Buka jelek amat sih. Ada. Mungkin ada sesuatu di sini. Ada yang bisa diintip? Ya ada. Ayo, Inspektur.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin.
Coba.
The door is locked.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I
Lagi.
locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Oh, pintar.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
Supaya Inspektur
What is
jelek
it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
Inspektur jelek banget. Yes, I know it's a door.
These scratches are fresh.
Baca berada yang buka.
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
Now, a mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
Oke, ada mayat seharusnya di sini. Ya, itu mayatnya.
What a terrible way to die. This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An object was taken from here.
Oh,
It was
ada
larger
barang
than a
situ.
book. A box or a small chest, perhaps. This place is not covered with dust, like the rest of the shelf. An
Masih ada
object
barang
was
di
taken from
situ. Kotak. Tidak ada apa-apa tapi di situ. Oke. Sebelum kita periksa mayat.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Oke, kemungkinan dia katanya kapten kapal. Apa yang habis ngerokok dia?
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Oh,
This
baunya seperti bau apa? Karena motornya gimana? Mana sih layarnya? Wah, bisa di hilang dong kalau bisa digini. Oh, dia nyambung tobakonya. Oh, jadi dia harus nyambung. Mungkin yang depan, ini kemungkinan di belakang ya. Nice.
Yes. This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Benar. Oke.
Someone drank from this glass recently.
Gelas yang kotor
Right.
kedua.
A sailor's drink. It seemed that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
Gak boleh mabuk-mabuk. Nah, suaranya kecil apa? Terus apalagi bisa dilihat.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Sepatu boot.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8. Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
Oke, nggak ada lagi. Oh, harpoon.
Harpoons for hunting whales.
Oh, satunya hilang.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Peta tidak ada lagi di bawah. Mari. Nikon tidak ada, ya kita periksa mayat.
This man is in his 50s, yet he still looks quite strong.
Nggak lucu dong
The
kalau tiba-tiba
weapon
hidup.
fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense. Peter Carey was fully dressed. He was not caught by surprise. It is possible that he knew his murderer. Peter Carey was impaled to the wall by a whaling harpoon.
Wah, pisau.
This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body. This
Sudah
wooden
gambar.
handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
Catatan.
JHN are probably the initials of the owner of this notebook. The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Oh, nomor telepon semua nih.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Bukan. Yep.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to force the door to gain entry.
Ada yang masuk kan? Kalau nggak bisa lengkas mas. And wall, bikin enter not. Bukan. Tapi bukan dari mereka bertiga. Tidak ada lagi. Oke, kita keluar. Nah kan ada lagi ya yang bisa dicek kasur, harpoon tidak ada.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think that we are lucky
And why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Oh, you've lost me.
It is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight, when they will be better prepared.
Aha! So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor. Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Lu nggak usah periksa jendela. Benar baru sama.
This window is locked from the inside. I do not see any attempt at a break-in.
Oke, tidak ada lagi. Lihat panjat terbang. jejak kaki. Di sini kebun. Si madam cuma sendirian. Oh, udah kelar ini, gak ada yang besar.
Thank you, ma'am.
Tadi dia bisa ngomong.
Is this your husband's tobacco pouch?
I'm not sure. It might be, but he hadn't smoked in a very long time.
Oh. Terus
Your husband's private papers. Do you know where they are?
There was a small tin box, barely larger than a book. He kept his papers there. It should be somewhere in his cabin.
Thank you, madam.
Kita harus cek kabinnya lagi dong. Dua kali bolak-balik cek dulu.
The tooth of a sperm whale, probably from one of Peter Carey's catches.
Bisa dicari. Selain hanya mayat yang ada di sini dan kotak yang seharusnya ada tapi hilang, tidak ada. Ya, kita pergi, Pak.
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Ah, bisa dari sini.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Apa tiba-tiba pindah tempat? Oh, kita ngumpet langsung ngumpet. Buat tahu siapa pelakunya malam ini.
Shh! Did you hear that?
Semoga orang ya. Oh, itu orang itu. Oh, ini yang bongkar. Are you?
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Aku nggak bisa pergi. Masa langsung ketangkep cepat sekali.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocence? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Orang baik macam
Shall
apa
I
tiba-tiba
tell
datang
you?
ke tempat
You came to
TKP.
retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't.
Do you
Nanti
deny
aja.
that you came here
Nanti.
yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't.
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What? But you can't. I'm not.
Kirain.
It's a terrible mistake.
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But
In light of recent events, it seems evident that your coming here was unnecessary. All the same, I'm very grateful to you, Mr. Holmes.
You are welcome, Inspector, but please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
The crime for Denmark. Investigation order. Contact lagi. Tinggal di planet yang jauh. Sebelahan planet Namek. Investigated. Kalau nggak salah
My
tanda seru.
analysis table.
Tanda seru.
It is useful for my
Tanda
work.
seru apa sih? Gua lupa
What should we
komen
do
sendiri.
next, Holmes?
Lupa komen sendiri ada apa aja dah. Ada bisa dilihat make up. Coba tanda seru CMD ada apaan? Cara ngecek ini di mana? Oh, find NNeos. Ah,
My archive. I can always consult with it.
kita ke kantor polisi. Dan papi gitu ya. Aku sudah lupa editan. Aku sudah lupa settingan SE ku apa aja. Kita punya satu pelaku. Ya salah satu dari itulah.
Mr. Holmes?
Kenapa tiap polisi ditanya jawabannya selalu sama?
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Indeed, last night.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank you.
Holmesnya tidak memiliki. Bang, bagi satu lah bang. Nah, bagi satu lah. Pelit amat. Jonathan Fenton, Diamond Earring. Oh, ini banyak pencurian nih, kasus-kasus. Belum ada berita tentang ini di sini ya.
Mr. Holmes?
Ini siapa ya? Oh, ini gudang arsip.
These are the suspect's belongings. The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor.
Oh, cincin.
And partner, 1883. To my friend, from R. Dawson. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Siapa? Nambah lagi orang.
These abbreviations mean something, but what? These abbreviations mean something, but what? A handkerchief with the initials JHN. A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Oh, belum bisa. Pokoknya nama-nama orang yang jaga di sini ya. Bapak Norman. Aku udah muka Bapak Norman di sini. Oh, ternyata papi itu dari dari masa lalu. Udah lama ternyata hidupnya ya, ada di sini. Gak ada yang bisa dilihat lagi. Ya, kita menemukan bukti Bapak Norman di sini. Ternyata Bapak Norman dulu polisi.
Locked.
Ya, I know it lock. Ah, ini ruang apa nih? Gua ngeri turun ke bawah. Ah, kamar mayat. Halo, mayat siapa ini? Gak tahu, jangan tiba-tiba bangun ya. Oke. Ini bukan film horor. Nggak jadi. Dadah. Bodoh. Taruh bagasi.
Mr. Holmes?
Halo. John Nelligan.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes, but Where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But I will find out eventually, Mr. Nelligan.
Mr. Nelligan.
The sea knife was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
Oh? Kalau dia bareng sama berarti dia bukan. Salah.
The
Tadi
police
kan namanya
seized this valuable ring
SS
from
Norman.
you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from
a
a partner.
Kita cek dia lah. Ada kudis tak dia? Oh. Oh. Jahitannya tidak rapi. Kelebihan kancingnya. Oh, tangannya lengan pendek tuh. Oh, nyakitan dia.
So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
The ring is mine.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan. Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Please, let me go. I'm innocent.
Oh, dia nggak dirantai. Nah, kita pikiran dulu. Underworld, Pelican North, Missing the Tube. Aduh, woi, belum kelar.
I need to stage a reconstruction. I'm sure that Watson would be happy to oblige.
Belum kelar. In the box. Bukan ini. Masih cek. Tidak ada lagi ya, ini bisa dicek ya. Ya, nampak tidak ada lagi. Terus apa hubungan jadinya dia?
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
Itu nanti, Bapak.
Mr. Holmes?
Mr. Holmes. Kayak kita harus ke kamar mayat deh. Cincin dan sepatu. Kita harus balik ke tempat perkara. Atau mayatnya bisa kita pindahin ke sini? Nggak bisa, nggak jadi, panik. Ruang arsip lagi.
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something, but what? A pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Salah. Tidak ada apa-apa. Oh iya, bentar. Dia lagi juga. Buka.
What am I doing here?
Nah, ya udah kita pergi ke depan. Kita harus balik ke tempat yang awal.
At your service, Mr. Holmes. Mr. Holmes?
Oh. Balik lagi. Kayak ada sesuatu yang salah. Iya, kenapa bisa tembus langsung? Berarti kan balik lagi ke tempat ini. Oh,
These
lebih kecil.
boots don't match the footprints.
Berarti bukan sepatu dari si ini.
That should... The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884.
Bagaimana
Peter
caranya
Carey was her captain.
dia bisa nembus hitungannya ya? Bisa nembus langsung ke dada. Berarti harus kita praktekkan dong. Cara prakteknya gimana?
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Kerja kaki lain sini apa? Kok kaget? Coba kita balik dulu. Iya kan dia kagak ngerokok. Tapi kenapa bisa ada rokok di situ?
My analysis table. It is...
Dia nggak bisa analisis di sini dong, jelek. Tapi kita ke kantor polisi lagi. Harpunnya di mana harpunnya? nih. Wih, ada orang baru. Lu begodain cewek lu ya? Nggak boleh lu.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Kan? Kita kamar mayat. Apa yang bisa dicek di sini? Terus apa fungsinya gue bawa harta? Waduh,
Locked.
What am I doing here?
aku harus ketemu si Lestri.
Locked.
Mr. Holmes?
Gimana caranya?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Bentar, coba kalau arsip lagi deh. Mau bisa ngecek cincin kah di sini?
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Beda lagi. Kenapa? Musingkan sekali nih, baru satu kasus. Itu cincin balikinnya ke siapa? Kok deduction lagi? Seling jejak kaki beneran gak ada yang lain apa? Sidik jari.
The Sea Unicorn. She was the ship that Peter Carey commanded.
Kadang bisa dicek lagi lah, aku bingung ini.
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884.
Bentar.
Peter Carey was her captain.
Aku 83. Belas 83. Kenapa yang balik lagi ke situ ya? Air Downson itu siapa? Orangnya ganti lagi.
At your service, Mr. Holmes?
Hah? Kemana? Tadi katanya nggak mau.
These are the suspect's belongings. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Mau beli buah, taruh di sini. Habis ini ya. Terus kemana? Straight.
Locked. Locked. Locked.
Kita habis maghrib aja. Ini ngapain ya? Kok sini lagi? Katanya habis maghrib, yang bener ya mana? Toko mana? Emang mau di mana? Kita kan tutup jam 8. Tutup kan jam 8. Baru ngomong sama Hasan.
A spot of whaling, Watson. Would you care to take part?
Are you serious?
No, but we do need to clarify what happened on the night of Black Peter's murder.
A reenactment, then? Is something bothering you?
The sailor's knife, Watson. Why was it on the floor?
Peter Carey attempted to defend himself?
It is possible, but if that is the case, then it alters many things.
I don't quite follow you.
Tell me, my friend, what is the animal closest to man, morphologically, I mean?
Ah, I see what you're getting at, Holmes. You asked me that once before. On the Ripper case, I believe. Do you want to slit some more pigs' throats?
No.
Thank goodness for that.
I wish to impale one with a harpoon.
Wonderful.
Watson, let us pay a visit to our butcher friend in Whitechapel. We require the carcass of a well-fed pig.
And the harpoon?
One of the harpoons on the wall of Black Peter's cabin should do quite nicely.
Ya kenapa? Bisa sampai tembus. Tetap investigasi. Kenapa? Ya, saya tidak tahu apa yang menyerapkan dari ini.
Well, here we are in the preparation room. I can't say that I like the smell of
Tiba-tiba
it
mayatnya
much.
bangun,
What
dia
do you
ada yang tahu.
intend to do?
To indulge myself in a little experiment. The challenge of lancing a pig's carcass with a heavy harpoon.
A little experiment?
Stand aside, Watson. This might be dangerous. I am not well practiced in this exercise. Yet.
Holmes, you should
Meski
aim
dia
for the
ada yang tahu.
mark in order to perform the most reliable test.
Ternyata dia menyebut-nyebut sesuatu yang menyebut. Oke, ini harus di-throw kah? Kurang.
Holmes, you should try to aim better and throw as hard as you can.
Aimnya jelek.
The harpoon has struck
Kurang
the
dalam.
body, but with insufficient strength to pierce it straight through. Holmes, you should try to aim better
Kurang
and
ke
throw as
bawah.
hard as you can.
Nice. Oh, itu bisa tembus.
This is the best possible result that I could get. Do you see, Watson? Throwing a harpoon and pinning a man to a wall requires either exceptional strength and training or diabolical luck.
Nah iya.
If it was luck, then it was a chance in 1,000 that night.
Well, yes. Let us leave now.
Kita butuh aja beberapa
Alright.
kali buat lempar.
But before we go, I suppose I'll have to pay for all these carcasses you've happily mangled.
Very well, but please hurry.
Of course.
Itu strike. Lemparannya belum terhoki kan? Ada hubungannya lagi? Tidak ada. Berarti kita harus selidikin lagi. Strike. Gak ada yang bisa nyambung ke sini. Belum kesambung semua. Balik lagi ke kita. Apa Scotland ya? Coba kita balik lagi ke TKP. Berarti lemparannya tuh koki 1 tahun itu dipakai buat ngebunuh orang. Sepatu sudah tidak teridentifikasi.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
Kan kesini kan? Kalau enggak, berarti kita ke kantor polisi. Kalau enggak ke kantor polisi, ke rumahnya Shotgun. Ntar bisa langsung di save nggak sih? Bisa. Arsip, bukan apa kamar mayat? Tidak ada sesuatu di kamar mayat ya? Tidak. Oke dong. Bisa langsung tembus, langsung mati. Tapi ada curang ih.
What am I doing here?
Yeah. Dia ternyata nge-spoiler. Ternyata dia tiba-tiba nge-spoiler. Anda jangan kasih tahu pembunuhnya siapa ya.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least
My analysis table.
Ntar dia harus ngapain? Dia harus ngapain?
good gracious, you caught someone.
Ganti baju lah. Belum mandi-mandi perasaan. Gak bisa kan pakai topi gitu. Oh, ada yang kebuka. Ha, Mr. Hodge. Ya. Ini aku harus ngapain?
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Masih kita ngintip si madam lagi. Oh boy.
Brave Toby. The best nose in the British Empire.
Ini kita harus kemana sebenarnya sih? Apa Mel juga udah baca novel ya kah?
Who could do such a thing? My poor husband.
Ini aku harus ngapain masalahnya? Kenapa yang harus dilakukan di sini tidak ada di novel? Oh, nyari kotak kah? Itu gigi hiu. Terus, ntar. Gak ada cara nunduk. Ya iya, cari petunjuk tuh. Petunjuk apa lagi harus cari nih? Aku tidak menemukan apa-apa lagi nih. Oh, ada map.
Dundee. Hammerfest. It's a whaling map.
Terus ada map. Terus ada apa lagi? Selain map dan harpun dan gambar yang tidak bisa dicek dan perapian yang terus menyala tidak tahu kapan mati. Dundee. Siapa Dundee?
The ship's logs of the Sea Unicorn for the years 1878 to 1884. Peter Carey was her captain.
Tidak bisa dicek, Kak. Selain gelas. Ada lagi. Tempat Dundee di siapa? Tempat Dundee di mana Dundee? Siapa yang namanya Dundee coba? Ada lagi. Siapa yang namanya Dundee ya?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Locked.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing wrong.
I know. Misalkan kau tidak bersalah, aku tidak tahu apa yang harus ngapain masalahnya. Gini nih otak satu mikir tiba-tiba. Ini dia asik
Good
ngopi.
gracious, you caught someone.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Masalahnya kita harus kemana?
This is where I...
Ah, dari tadi sini juga.
That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is not the
Klik
one
aja
I
semua.
need. That is not the... That is not the one I need. That is not the one I need. That is...
Oh, ada newspapernya juga.
That is not...
Ah, ketemu satu.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a suspect.
My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Ya, nama kasusnya apa sih? Gue dari tadi main gue kagak tahu nama kasusnya deh. Kayak gue nggak nama kasusnya apa ada. Apa sih nama kasusnya tadi? kok balik ke sini sih? Ngapain balik ke sini? Malah berduaan cek di sini.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes, Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am aware that it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure. Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress. Interesting. Joshua Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Ini bisa dicek lagi. Ada cuma 4.
What am I doing here?
Ini gua asal-asal klik memikirkan apa yang sebenarnya gua lakuin dari tadi. CHR. Kayaknya kita harusnya ke rumah ya, bukan ke sini ya. Bukan nemenin para istri yang sendirian
Who
tadi.
could do such?
Good gracious, you caught someone.
My archive. This is where... My archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
Aku harus kemana? Kemana lagi? Kemana? Tadi mana arsipnya? Mana paling bawah? Ketemu tempat doang ceritanya nih. Kita di lagi.
These footprints appear to be quite large. "1883. That's the one I need. This is the crew list of the Sea Unicorn. This is the crew list. Log notes for July. Nothing special. Log notes for August. Canadian Pacific Railway, CPR, a torn piece from a bond certificate. I have seen this abbreviation somewhere very recently. There are 3 ways of discovering what happened in August of 1883 aboard the Sea Unicorn. The first 2 of these will require speaking with a dead man. The last would be to locate vital witnesses, the sailors involved in this whale hunt campaign.
Oke. Kantor polisi, teks for weekend. Ini dipilih buat apa sekarang ya? Dipilih lagi. Dalamnya apaan sih ini?
Who could do?
Udah pernah mikir aja dulu kan? Biar kayak orang mencari masalah apa yang terjadi. Mikir aja dulu. Kalau kita tidak ngerti.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
These are the suspect's belongings. I wonder if these are connected. No, that's not it. Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Ya, kebenaran pasti hanya ada satu. Makin mendekati nih. Ya, ini minta lagi. Oh, satu kesimpulan. Ada motif apa? Tidak ada hubungannya lagi. Or Nelligan Holding. Mulai menuju satu kesimpulan nih, kan? Menuju satu kesimpulan nih.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Oh, salah lagi. Salah.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
Yang ngerokok bukan dia.
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I
Oh iya,
correct?
yang tadi kertas.
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
Well, I will see you soon, young man.
What am I doing?
Locked.
Tanya harus kemana? Ke rumah.
That's your-
Artinya kita harus ke rumah lagi. Udah mulai satu kesimpulan. Tapi kalau dia lucky throw, nggak bisa. Kalau dia innocent, nggak bisa jadi satu kesimpulan di sini. Mau harus dicari lagi di sini ya.
Something new, Watson. I have the list of sailors who were aboard the Sea Unicorn. We shall soon learn what happened to Nelligan's father. I have only to find them. Let us hope they are still working at the harbour.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard,
I doubt it, Watson. And really, I would prefer that all of this remains quiet for now. But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
and who might they be?
The secret police division of Baker Street.
Ah, you mean young Wiggins and his gang?
Yes. Believe me, you'll receive
Hello,
more useful
yeah.
assistance from these little urchins than from a dozen yard detectives. Those children are everywhere. They see and hear everything, and they are cunning. All they lack is organization. I'll summon them.
How will you do that?
There is always a watch beneath our window. I have only to call him.
Udah kelar juga tugasnya tuh.
Watson,
He's right.
I'll touch the weekend.
this is my archive. I can all...
Semangat juga real.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, I need you to track down certain people for me. I'll give you a list. You can read, can't you?
Big Oliver from our gang. He can, because his father is the coachman of a famous lawyer.
Fascinating. Here is the list of sailors.
Sailors? Easy. Just got to look where the rum and the red lights are.
Sorry to trouble you, Mr. Holmes, but the inspector asks that you come to the station as soon as possible.
Thank you. I'll be there shortly.
Makin ruyem. Makin ruyem nih masalah nih. Listret sudah mulai ngadi-ngadi kah? Kayak di film-filmnya.
Mr. Holmes, I'm glad to see you.
As always, what
What
happened?
happened?
We have a new suspect, Liam Hurtley. I'm thinking that this case will be resolved very quickly now.
Interesting. Pray tell.
Well, the constable that I left at Woodman's Lee noticed a suspicious individual prowling around during the night.
Do you have him here?
Yes, he refuses to speak with us, but we'll make him talk.
Let us hope so.
Ah, yes, and one more thing. The constable told me that at the time of his arrest, the fellow was writing a letter.
Do you have it?
Of course. It's in the evidence room. at your disposal. Admit that for once, Mr. Holmes, Scotland Yard is a step ahead of you, eh?
Breathtaking.
Nambah aja masalah kan.
These are the suspect's belongings. Liam Hurtley's old boots. They're a size 9.5. The stains are fresh. They can be removed with the proper chemicals. A pen. Nothing unusual about it.
Sekarang ini back to home. Oke, pertanyaannya nih. Yang Anda tadi nganterin Sherlock itu siapa?
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Aduh.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
First
condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Kita ngasal aja kali. Dua. Belum. Ya benar kan? Biar.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Amazing. Harusnya sampai ini kelar sih, cuma tidak kelar-kelar. Ini kasus satu, kemungkinan dilanjutin besok. Dah, ngasal banget nih masukinnya nih. Lah meledak lah.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Dari awal. Bisa aja sih nge-skip, cuma males.
First condition, all 7 reagents should be used. Second condition, orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition, colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Aku nggak ngerti yang kedua tapi.
I need to prepare a chemical agent that is capable of removing fresh ink. For this purpose, the chemicals from the flasks should be combined in a certain order to perform a chain reaction.
Saya nggak masukin. Hijau berarti terakhir. Hijau berarti terakhir. Biru 1. Iya, berarti setelah orange.
No, something isn't right.
Salah.
I need to start the
Birunya
reaction from the
1,
beginning
orange. Ya
again.
orange kan harus bagian ketiga setelah orange. Ini pokoknya biru, ada biru di awal. Tadi apa sih sebelumnya, sebelum gue masukin hijau? Ya sebelum gue masukin hijau apaan sih? Ini dulu pening ya? Salah.
No, something isn't right. I need to start the reaction from the beginning again.
Gak bisa langsung masukin semuanya aja kak. Kayak tadi dong, awal-awal.
No.
Putihnya belum ya? Nggak bisa gua skip juga nih. Untuk itu harus dipakai.
No.
Nggak bisa. Orang bening tuh udah kena di sini dia. Yang biru pertama. Udah biasa. Kalau left pasti kadang naik.
No.
Dikit lagi. Tinggal 1. Sisa kuning berarti. Berarti warna putih itu nggak boleh masuk. Pokoknya dia 4 ini, habis itu kuning, kuning itu baru putih. Bisa jadi. Coba. Kan harus ketiga ya. 1, 2, 3, 3. Oh iya putih. Tadi salah yang ini ya.
No, something is...
Berarti biru, putih, hijau oranye apa biru putih biru? Biru itu selalu pertama. Oranye itu digunakan setelah 3 sebelumnya. Dan putih itu selalu habis oranye. Pokoknya habis itu harus ada oranye. Salah dong. Salah.
No, something isn't right.
Salah. Salah.
First condition. All 7 reagents
Gitu harus
should be
pakai.
used. Second condition. Orange reagent should be the third one in the sequence after the blue reagent. Third condition. Colorless reagent should be added after the orange reagent.
Kayak enggak aja.
First condition. All 7 reagents should be used.
Silakan
Second condition. Orange reagent should be the
reaksi
third
oranye
one
itu
in the
setelah dari
sequence
ketiga.
after the
Yang
blue
pertama itu
reagent.
jauh dari biru.
Third.
Reaksi warna biru. Ya, selamat buka puasa yang bagi yang berpuasa. Setelah 3 reaksi biru, berarti kan 3 reaksi biru. Tiga reaksi warna biru, baru kuning. Setelah muncul reaksi kuning,
No,
gila. Tadi kan 3 reaksi warna biru, ya kan katanya kan. Reaksi kuning dilakukan setelah 3 reaksi biru. Ada kemungkinan birunya dikeluarin 2 kali sama putih biar dia tetap jadi biru. Tetap biru, baru masukin warna kuning, ended putih.
no.
Coba kita modal hijau. Terus biru. Reaksinya jadi warna biru.
No. No, something.
Hijau biru, oranye bening. Oranye bening biru. Coba ya. Tadi itu ya. Hijau. Biru. Tadi udah gagal. Oranye. Bening. Water.
No.
Tar. Apa sih yang nyangkut sih? Apa sih yang nyangkut di sini? Selalu diawali dengan warna biru, berarti biru harus nyisa. Kan di akhir itu selalu kuning. Enggak, di akhir itu selalu putih maksudnya. Nah, oranye. Bening. Last one.
No, something isn't right.
Apa sih mau lu? Apa sih mau lu? Hah? Apa aja magnet udah kelar ya? Udah kelar berarti kita. Salah.
No, something isn't right. I need to stop.
Kuning. Bening. Setelah bening itu bebas. Hijau.
No.
Bukan juga. Ijo tuh harus di mana sebenarnya? Harus ini dulu. Kan biru. Pokoknya reaksinya itu setelah atau kita bisa aja nge-skip ya. Setelah itu di skip, gak ada reaksi lagi.
Done. Now I can proceed further.
Tadi gak bisa. Tadi gak bisa.
Let us see if the content of
Wah,
this
tadi
letter
gak bisa.
sheds a little light upon the mystery.
Ini apa nih? Hapus. Tadi nggak bisa loh.
I did as you asked and hid them well.
Tadi nggak
Interesting.
bisa.
How would Hurtley react to this?
Udah jam segini. Tinggal ini kita tanyain ke si. Yang udah selesai belum sih lu nanyanya? Belum. Belum bisa di save ya. Cara save. Kita bisa save.
A new
Ya udah lah. Sampai sini dulu berarti ya. Sepatu. Dites lagi ya. Oh, sepatunya si ini ya. Ya udah nih. Sepatu dulu. Gua nggak bakal baca novel Sherlock Holmes sampai dikelar dulu. Baru baca. Oh,
These boots match the footprints exactly.
kaki siapa itu? Nggak boleh. Nggak boleh begitu. Ini kan kesimpulan sih ngelikan. Benar. Lagi. Ya bukan lagi dong. Bahwa orang yang punya ini, yang ngelakuin, yang lempar harpun itu orangnya kuat. Kan gak kelar-kelar kan? Gak kelar-kelar. Di sini dia masuk gak sih? Ada scene Jack the Ripper gak sih?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I would like to ask you a few questions.
I've already told the police that I've nothing to say. And you're not even part of the police.
Precisely, and considering your situation, it might be wise to speak with someone who is, shall we say, rather more neutral. You are a suspect in a murder case.
I know. Inspector Lestrade told me. It's ridiculous.
Could you at least tell me who you are, and exactly what happened that you should be brought here?
My name is Liam Hurtley. That I can tell you. But you're not getting any more than that.
Well, We shall see. Tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what were you doing at Woodman's Lee?
Woodman's Lee? I've never been there.
Oh.
The second pair of boots that you had with you when you were arrested perfectly match the footprints found near the cabin where Peter Carey was murdered.
Footprints? That's your proof? How many men have boots like mine? That doesn't make me a murderer.
Kayak ini pelakunya nih.
So tell me, Mr. Hurtley, what did you
Silahkan,
hide?
selamat berbuka. Selamat
Hide?
berpuasa.
What are you talking about?
I did as you asked and hid them well. Should I continue?
My letter? But the ink? That's impossible.
A touch of chemistry, nothing special.
Well, you're a smart one. But it's nothing. If you want to know, I was referring to my tools. It was to do with my work, see?
I will check that, Mr. Hurtley.
Kita periksa. Bingo. Sorry, not.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Oh, salah. Gardener.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been proven, would you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Pas lebut match. Salah juga. Busmat nanti udah dipakai sebelumnya.
Now that your presence at
Yeah, I
Woodman's
know,
Lee
yeah.
has been proven, would
Yeah.
you care to explain it?
I don't remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Tobacco notes will keep the garden. Gardener is. Tinggal 2 kesempatan.
Now that your presence at Woodman's Lee has been
Berasa-
proven, would you
berasa
care
Dr.
to
Strange,
explain it?
Diulang-ulang
I
terus
don't
nih.
remember. What would I be doing there anyway?
Dormamu.
Because you are the gardener at Woodman's Lee.
I'm not. How did you...
I
Padahal
observed
ada
your
bekas-bekas
hands.
itunya
They
tadi
told
ya.
me that you work with the earth. Small fragments of plants snagged to your trousers indicate that you were mowing very recently. But the most obvious clue presented itself in the bird embroidered on your handkerchief. A crested tit, if I'm not mistaken.
Udah bicarain.
All right, you
3
got
kakinya
me.
udah pas udah.
Yes, I am a gardener, and I went there to get my tools.
That's all for now. Hurtley's stories are false leads, but now I know one thing for certain. I must examine the site where the garden tools are kept at
Sumpah
Woodman's Lee.
panjang banget.
I'm not...
Las ya, ini las nih ya. Please. Please. Nambah 1 orang lagi. Liam Hurtley. Ibu, katakan sejujurnya ya, Bu ya.
Does the name Liam Hurtley mean anything to you?
No, I don't know anyone by that name.
Hmm.
Madam, We have information that the valuable stolen papers are hidden amongst the garden tools here at Woodman's Lee. We need to find them.
Oh my. Our tools are kept inside the shed that's right behind me. Here is the key to open it.
Thank you, madam.
Tuh kan bener, ini harusnya gue bongkar dari tadi.
Let's see what could be hidden here.
Harusnya gue bongkar dari tadi gini ya. Mana nih? Oh, ini dia. Oh, hancur. Bingo.
Let us see what is in this box.
Apa ini, bom? Oh. Ah, ini. I see. Easy. Surat-surat.
A bundle of letters in a woman's hand with the Carey family monogram. Hurtley and Mrs. Carey were in a relationship. That is interesting.
Aku mendapatkan surat penting. Ada gosip terbaru. Ternyata sang istri punya selingkuhan. Sini loh.
I'm not saying.
Bukan nama dia berarti.
I'm not.
What am I...
Salah. Si istri punya selingkuhan. Harusnya kita ke istrinya ya. Surat-surat yang disembunyikan suaminya. Plot twist, istrinya yang ngebunuh.
A new...
Udah kan. Udah ada apa lagi nih? Ini tahu kereta kuda siapa yang gua naikin? Halo ibu, ibu punya surat-surat resmi?
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Oh, what are you talking about? Salah. Tinggal dari kertasnya.
Madam, I am aware of your affinity with Liam Hurtley.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Romantic.
Mrs. Carey, we found your letters.
My letters? I asked Liam to return them to me. I wanted to burn them.
Why did Mr. Hurtley put them inside the garden shed?
I don't know. I wanted them back, but I couldn't see him, not after what happened.
Well, here they are.
Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Liam, how could he? After what he has done.
You believe that he killed your husband?
Rosario udah pakai Rosario begitu
No, I
juga.
do not know. Leave me alone, please.
Alasan.
Thank you, madam. I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors.
Ketemu lagi kan cabangnya. Ada motifnya dong. Oh enggak. Apa tadi tiba-tiba ada conclusion? Oh ini conclusionnya nggak jadi.
Leave me.
Dasar. Kata Bu Aya.
I wonder if Wiggins has managed to find any sailors. These are the suspect's belongings.
Gak ada apa-apa lagi ya. Oke. Kalem.
How is the investigation going, Mr. Holmes?
I'm not.
What am I doing here?
Udah kelar nih. Cutler itu dia punya motif. Dia jealous. Oh, bukan. Nah, this is tidak yakin, aku ke rumahnya dulu ya. Ada satu kesimpulan sih.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Oke.
Well done, Wiggins.
Lupa ada Wiggins.
Let me see. This is interesting. Let us review the other sailors now. This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC,
Harpooner.
the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Udah ketemu satu kesimpulan lagi nih.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
Sometimes later.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small fern.
Excellent. Here is your reward.
Thank you, sir.
Oke.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor. I can't leave here dressed like this.
Ah ya, sorry, maaf. Pakaian. Kayak ngomel-ngomel lah ya dia. Sailor outfit. Terus topinya nggak usah pakai. Ini dong.
Now I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Dasar harus nyamar dulu. Berarti pengguna berencana. Pokoknya tahu sih istrinya selingkuh. Kublok kok.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Kayak jelek banget. Gimana panconya? Skip lah, capek. Lama banget panco dong.
You were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
I'm ready to try.
Panco lagi. Skip. Capek panco.
Well, good for you, I reckon.
I'd like to buy you a drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink.
Seru ngeliat ini.
You're a good
Karena
type.
panco tidak ada hubungannya
Seems
dengan
you...
Not all that much.
pencarian
Oh,
ini.
well. At least you're not as...
Ada kudisan gitu. Strong hand ya.
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
Berarti dia ngebunuh nih
I'm a
kemungkinan.
harpooner. But you see,
Terus
the
rokoknya
whalers are
ketinggalan
rare.
di
They
tempat.
don't pay much. So, as a result...
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot.
Of course. It's been a dozen years since I've sailed. I've seen everything.
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one. I see. Yes.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Tell me, and let's have a...
It was in 1883 that it happened.
Cara zaman
The
dulu
August
buat
of that
cari
year.
informasi
Peter
bikin
Carey was
mabuk.
captain of the Sea Unicorn. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a... The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned.
And who was...
I don't know. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course...
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But
Of course. Back in a second.
I'll be here with my...
Kita ke toilet. Toilet itu di mana? Mana toilet? Alasannya kan harusnya ke toilet.
I cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Nggak pertanyaan toiletnya di mana? In the pouch.
Here it is.
Oke, pergi. Astaga.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my
Aku
pouch.
tidak begitu.
I don't know where. Wait a minute.
Oh, is this your...
Well,
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning...
maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's...
Itu orang bodoh mana yang tidak sadar? Not lucky draw, is it a strike? Si Hitler dia innocent bener, nggak salah apa-apa. Cuma selingkuhan. Nedigen juga innocent di sini. Bener innocent kan? Ah, bukan di sini. Mantap. Satu conclusion to murder. Kita bukti-buktinya udah lengkap, ketahuan. Ini dia cuma ya goda-goda doang. Nah, kita balik dulu. Udah bener kesimpulannya. Kesimpulannya berarti udah bener ini sebenarnya. Cuma si Marley dia selingkuhan dari istrinya, terus si siapa tadi Megan, si bocah tadi tuh emang nyari punya bapaknya aja. Dia bisa dijak ngobrol.
I'm not...
What am I doing here?
Ayo, kita sudah lelah. Bentar. Kaca. Tadi apa kata-katanya? Sendepak. Mana? Di akhir. Mana si Patrick? Cut my trail, caught the trail. I just lost for the surprise of Black Battery's murder. Aduh, so skip button. Sepeda baliknya pentingnya harusnya pada kepasang kita. Itu asal skip button. Jejak sepatu sama sih, siapa tuh yang selingkuhan si nenek yang nyebelin tadi.
You met Pat.
Habis maghrib kayak. Habisnya kita gacha. Ntar mencari sesuatu yang bisa dicari. Tidak ada lagi. Nenek masih nangis gitu. Masih nangis. Lagi yang bisa dicari, tidak ada. Oke. Gacha. Konklusinya mana? Dua-duanya pembunuh. Ya karena motif balas dendam dan satunya selingkuh. Yang ini karena si Liam, si Nelligan maksudnya sempat ngebongkar itu, karena tadi kan si itunya ngomong saat malam hari ya cap-cip yang mana yuk. Yang mana yuk. Ada 4 kesimpulan nih. Harley yang bersalah karena ada bekas jejak kaki dan karena dia selingkuhan. Aktornya Liken sumpah nge-crash. Kira nge-crash. Terus nge-crash. Sumpah tiba-tiba nge-crash. Ah, ya nggak bisa dibuka lagi. Kita nggak boleh narik kesimpulan. Sumpah. Kita nggak boleh narik kesimpulan berarti. Wah, pembunuhnya denger jangan-jangan nih. Ya Allah, nggak bisa dibuka. Ternyata pembunuhnya hacker. Nggak crash. Ya, jelek. Karena kita polling aja. Polling, ya, polling. Salah. Bisa nih kebuka. Semoga lanjut ya. Tinggal conclusion doang. Nah, ada continue nih. Gacha dong, gacha. Kita gacha. Gacha. Nah, bener abis ini. Tadi kan kesimpulannya ini nggak bukan Lucky Throw kan, dia emang kuat, berarti bukan si Harley, apalagi Liligan. Jadi kemungkinan salah satu dari ini, or ini pecah dua kesimpulannya ini, dua kesimpulan nih. Si Charles yang emang melakukan pembunuhan karena tenaganya kuat, atau dua orang ini yang jadi pelakunya, tapi si yang inisiator kayaknya nggak mungkin sih. Lain aja tangting ini aja. Putar roulette. Ada roulette di sini. What's the name? Pilihannya apa? Absolve atau condemn? Oke. Taruh, belum. Belum, kalau udah diputar. Tarik. Nggak mau berhenti. Lama banget puternya. Ah, tutup. Absolve. Ada nggak di sini? Browser. Masih browser search. Ngapain pakai ginian? Salah. Bukan ini. Window capture. Ayo kita gacha. Roda takdir memutuskan. Ya, memang benar dia pembunuhnya. Ya, ya, oke. Salah. Udah, kelar. But, yes, I don't care about ending apapun. Gak mau cap-cip-cip terketahuan. Ini bener-bener gacha kita putar.
If you
Ternyata
wouldn't
dalam
mind,
pembunuhannya
Mr.
mereka
Holmes,
berdua.
could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12 seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour.
No, I just heard the front door.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note.
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, may I...
That means...
It means, my friend, that you are...
What? What? A trap?
Here now. We'll have none of that.
And I say that we will.
Wah, ditampol. Komisi ditampol. Oh, kita kena tampol. Hmm. Ya. Sempat bergugur.
Are you all right? Are you able to stand? Yes, he was lucky. It was remarkably easy.
And you practice boxing, I know.
We should call for a police cab and...
Yes, well, no need for a hospital.
Of course, Inspector.
It was murdered, but retained professional help for the only exhibition. His tobacco pouch found its scary cabin. His cold guilt word. You have to set him to justice. Yang bawahnya kayaknya salah. Bener kan? It's like select another moral. Oh, nggak usah. Udah cukup. People not several type. People soft gets in the way. Ranking Justice Seeker. Hasil gacha. Sudah menggacha handal kita. Thank you. Dan sudah menemani gacha menggacha atas keadilan. Nah, ntar yang ini seperti kita next. Oke, roulette itu. Dah. Berarti sampai sini hasil gacha kita, kemungkinan bakal kita lanjutin kapan lagi. Hadirnya next apa?
This trip to the country.
Cukup situ aja, oke. Mau lanjut. Sampai sini dulu. Thank you yang udah nge-like, yang udah nonton, yang sudah bermain eksperimen bersama. Kita lanjutin lagi mungkin besok. Oke. See you next stream. Bye.